I will be the one taking shape. I know it's hard for you to use your imagination, but just try it. Talk to your B-list celebrity, Meghan. She might know how to use a little bit of imagination to transform those heavy emotions, heavy to carry, heavy burdens, transform them into butterflies. Then I had to get under the table to look for those bugs. Where are they? Where are those bugs? I don't want anybody hacking. Stop. The press is like bugging our palace. And then I was drunk coming out of the streets and clubs of London. And I was so drunk, but I was only drunk because they said I was drunk. That was not real, what you saw in the pictures. The fact that I was out drunk is only due to the press because they said that I was drunk. So then I had to raise up to what they were saying about me, and I had to go and I had to get drunk. I didn't want to get drunk. I did not want to get drunk. And then, oh my God, to think of my love, the love of my life. She was everything to me. She was my heart. She was my soul. She was you're my heart and my soul. Da na 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 na. Do you know that song, you guys, from the 80s? You're my heart, you're my soul. I don't know what it is, but the love of my life, she left me because of all these bugs, with all these like bugs. What? No, they weren't bugs that were flying. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about bugs. What? No, it wasn't a communist country. So why would they put bugs? Oh, because I thought only in communist countries, I had the experience, because I lived in one, we had to search under the table and everywhere to see if they were bugging, us. Bugging. I think bugs, he means they were bugging me. They were just bugging me. It's not bugs. It's not like they were bugs. They're like flying bugs. Maybe they're talking about flying bugs. I don't know. The same way that Meghan in one of the interview on the Netflix series, she was talking about the way that she felt like a parasite when she came into the royal family. You know, she felt like a parasite because all the other microscopic organisms were flying, were swimming down the stream. And then she came as a different organism, a parasite, and that parasite decided to swim against the stream, against the flow. And that's what shocked the royal family. So maybe he's talking about flying bugs. I don't know. Is he talking about that? We're just bugged. We're bugged. Stop bugging me. Do you spell it the same as bugs? I don't know. I mean, my God, really? Some story? That's a big story. That's traumatic. It's a story about a hurt, broken, just a broken thumb, finger. Wow. Incredible. Remember, we don't need titles. Do not call me Prince. Do not call me His Royal Highness. I just told you not to. But you just said, Prince Harry, that you want to be called His High, hu, ha, hu, ha. No, 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 no. That's not what I said. You said that. I did not say that. You said that. You asked me. You said that I wanted to be called that. I just asked you, what did you want to be called? And you said that you want to be called Prince Harry. Royal Highness Prince Harry. I never said that. I never said that. You said that. This is how much he can change from one truth to another truth, since they have so many truths, but not the truth, not the one truth. There's so many truths, and they're going between them. They're roller coasting over to one, to the other, to the other, to the other, to the other. Hello, everyone. This is Mihaela with Art of Experiencing. How is everybody doing? Oh, what a week it's been. I just came back from my parents yesterday. Yeah. I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the events taking place this week. The most important, Prince Harry in court, His Royal Highness Prince Harry. What happened to the prince I was, the man I became? What happened to the man he became, where there are no titles necessary? What happened to that? I don't understand. Am I going crazy? Am I the only one that's completely confused by this? One thing he's saying, another thing he wants. He's in London, he's in England, taking on the press, wanting to create a better world for all of us. He is the warrior. Huh, 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 huh. I am back in my country. I am going to take on the entire press because I want to help you. I want to help you out there. I want to change the way journalism works. I want to provide a new method how press is going to cover celebrities, A-list celebrities, B-list celebrities. I will be the one. I am the one who is going to preach to how the world is going to cover all of the celebrities. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is what Prince Harry is doing. I hope he doesn't do the curtain call or the curtsy for 5 minutes the same way that his wifey, Meghan, did it to mock Queen Elizabeth. So he's in court, and everything from what I have seen is based on his feelings. There are no facts, which I thought when you have a trial, facts were the most important. There are no facts coming from his lawyers, coming from his side. Everything that he has put out there to go against the press, phone hacking, all of the events that he's talked about have to do with his emotional memories of those events. There's no proof for any of it. So how is that accepted in court? I'm asking, how is that accepted? I don't understand. Can I be also taking someone to trial? I have a lot of people throughout my life who have produced a lot of emotions. A lot. Is it okay if I take them to court and I base my trial on emotions and my feelings and everything that I have had to put up with? I don't think that I'm able to do that. But here's the thing. Prince Harry wanted us to believe that he wants, together with his wife, Meghan, they wanted to be part of the rest of us. They're in the same circle with us, mere mortals, ordinary people, really having to overcome obstacles without having the whole team behind us, without having all the millions, trying to live our lives day to day, making sacrifices in order to be able to achieve our goals. So he's part of us, he and his wife. Then when he shows up in court in England, his lawyer was asking him, how would you like to be addressed? He forgot about what he said just some time ago when he decided to leave the royal family, when he said, I want to leave, I want privacy, privacy. I'm going to pronounce it with the English accent, privacy. Privacy. I want privacy. We want privacy. We want privacy. We want privacy. We want privacy. Revolutionaries. Revolutionaries. We want privacy. But then in court, when he was being asked, what would you like to be called, sir? What would you like to be addressed as? Would you like to be addressed as Henry? Because you're part of all of us. Remember? Mortal, pedestrians, ordinary people. The world. We're just like you. We are just like you. Why don't you get that we're just like you? When he was asked what he would like to be called, he said, His Royal Highness. His Royal Highness, Prince Harry. And then after that, Prince Harry. His Royal Highness, and then Prince Harry. Why have you taken the press to court, Prince Harry? The reason why I took everybody to court and the reason why I'm going to continue to fight for the better of our humanity as I was growing up through my entire life. I did nothing wrong. All of the blame and all of the faults have to be put on the press. Not only have they be put on the press, but they have to be put on the government. Everything is to be blamed on others outside myself. There's nothing at all that I and my B-list Meghan did wrong. Piers Morgan is one of the people that had damaged us and continues to damage us. We are perfect. We are perfect. If you try to attempt as an actor to play a character and to have that kind of an attitude where you start by believing that you, the actor, knows it all, you as the actor are a perfect. Okay. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about today. Today is just one of those days where I'm like a little bit afraid of getting back into the episode. And I'm thinking, what am I going to start with? What am I going to start with? Prince Harry, because everybody's talking about Prince Harry. Everybody's talking about the trials, the turmoil. Everything is so doomed and everything is so negative. There's no hope, but there's emotions. I have so many emotions I have to carry. I have to carry all these emotions in the palms of my hands. They're so heavy. They're dragging me down and they're dragging Meghan down, and I don't know what to do with them. So I brought them here in front of you. Judge, lawyer, solicitor, I don't know the titles, but I'm here to do this historic event. I will be the first royal who is in a court box for the first time in 130 years, but I'm not doing it for me. I'm not doing it for my wife back at home. I'm not doing it for any of our family members. I'm doing it because I care about you. I want to do it for you. I want to help you out. I want to help you out. Let me help you out. People out there, my people who travel with the private jets, who cannot show up to court on the first day because of jet lag and because I had to stay home with my little princess. Oh, did I call her princess? I'm sorry. I meant Lilibet. I thought he was going to come in with his lawyers with so many facts about how his life was something that we could not even have imagined. I thought that he was going to come up with something that was really destructive on the part of the press. I thought that he was going to come up with facts that were going to show the press was unlawfully recording cell phones, putting bugs inside the house. I mean, I remember Transylvania with King Charles. We're so proud as Romanians. You know, there's so many people that talk about Transylvania now since King Charles, his first visit after becoming king is to my country, to Romania, to Transylvania, the region, the center part with the Carpathian Mountains, the beautiful area of Transylvania. That's where he first went as a king. That's his first vacation outside of England as king. So we're very proud of that. And by the way, when I first came to the United States, and everybody was asking me where I was from, and I said I'm from Transylvania, Romania, and they were like, oh, Dracula, vampires. I was like, I don't know what that is. What is that? Dracula, vampires? We did not know of the fictional book that was based on Vlad Tepes, who was known to be very strict. He was impaling all the wrongdoers. He wanted his enemies to be in so much fear of him that he was impaling them. Bram Stoker wrote a book, the fictional book, and the character Dracula was based on Vlad Tepes, the real human being in the 1600s, I believe. He ruled over Transylvania, if I'm not mistaken. So Romania being a communist country until 1989, we never got to read the book. I did not. I shouldn't say we. I did not get to read the book. I did not know anything about Bram Stoker and Dracula. So when I came to America and people were asking me, or they were saying they were associating Transylvania, where I'm from, with Dracula, I was like, I don't know what that is. Who's Dracula? They're like, what? one of the most important things that everybody outside of Romania knew about Romania was the Transylvania association with Dracula. And I was like, I don't know who that is. Oh, what are you talking about? The book, Bram Stoker's book, was not allowed in Romania during the communist era. My understanding, that's what I believe happened. Yeah. So going from Transylvania, going back to London to the trial, people as if they were characters. A character such as Prince Harry playing a role. He is about to go to court and he will come with the same emotional evidence, with feelings, having nothing to do with real, concrete, factual evidence. That character would not be written in the play, or the character would be thrown out in the first act. He would not be able to come back to the second or to the third. It would not be credible to have such a character written in a play or in a script, because emotions are not something you can base your evidence on. Emotions are not something that you can come with as tools of actors. They must happen as a product of what you are doing in your behavior and how you're going about trying to overcome the struggles in your life. So to say that the media, the press, was putting all these labels on him, the way that he is testifying in court, therefore he came to do those things. If I were to play a character, and this is where the method technique is being misunderstood by so many people, because they think that if I were to play a character who is a addict to different substances, I, as the actress, have to try those substances out because that's what method acting requires. And that is not so. You do not have to do what the character is doing in order to understand that character's life. You have to use safe techniques, tools, method acting provides for you to be able to understand what it would be like if I were an addict. It doesn't have to be substances. I can think of what my addiction is that has nothing to do with substance use. My addiction is to, I like to control people, let's just say. I like to have everything done my way. How to set the apartment, how to go into the kitchen and place the dishes on the counter. I can use that and I can link that and where that comes from, the source for it, to try to dig into it, find the reason to why do I need to do that? Why do I need to be a controlling human? Trying to figure that out would be sufficient for me to then be able to understand what an addict to other things than what I, as an actress, am will feel like. So you have to try other scenarios. You don't have to go and consume in reality the same substances the character in the play or in the movie is doing. You don't have to damage your instrument. You don't have to damage yourself as an actor to be able to do method acting. That is so crazy. The people who understand that's what method is have been reading the wrong books, or they have been taught by the wrong people. So Prince Harry is one of those characters due to his category he is in the way that he was described by his lawyer. He wasn't able to show in court for the first day of his testimony. He is in a different category than the rest of us. He wants to be part of us and he wants to be called Harry. But then no, he's part of a different category. His traveling plans are so much more difficult than a mere mortal because he's coming on a private jet. He has a whole lot of people helping him, but his traveling is more difficult than us. He has an excuse to not being there on his first day of testimony, of testifying. What would happen if I did that and then I didn't show up? Because I would say, well, listen, I don't know, the subways are really dangerous right now. I don't want to go take the subway because there's a lot of people who are getting attacked. There's a lot going on. So I have difficulty showing to court. I couldn't do it. Could I do that? I could not do that. Contradictions again. The option when he arrived at court, at the High Court in London, from what I understand, there was an option for him to go to the side door. He didn't have to come through the front door. If he is taking the entire press to trial, why is he waving, choosing to come through the front entrance? Hello, everyone. Hello, I am here, smiling. I had an option to go around the corner, the same thing that they could have done when they were in the near catastrophic car chase in New York. They could have gone through the back, they could have gotten into their bulletproof car with darkened windows where nobody could have seen them. But no, they chose to come out the hurts. They chose to wave. They chose to walk around. Can you see us? Paparazzi, paparazzi. But at the same time, I'm going to take you to court. Take a picture of me. You better take a picture that's good. But then I want all the footage that you have of us. Give us the footage. It's all ours. It's ours. We demand it. We demand it. He's doing the same thing. Walking in the court through the first entrance instead of going to where nobody could have seen him. At the same time, he's waving. Yes, call me His Royal Highness, Prince Harry, everything I told you about the royal family, everything I told you about the man that I am. Forget about that. I still want to be called Royal Highness. My wife, Meghan, wants to be called the Duchess. Ow, my hand hurts. So he holds up his hand, even if it hurts. Prince Harry, here I am. I'm just imagining myself watching such a reality TV on a stage as a theatrical production. I would probably just walk out after 10 minutes because I would say, this is not believable. This is not credible. I'm walking out. The evidence about his phone being hacked. His phone was hacked before he even owned the phone. Everybody talks about that. So how could that be? Well, I suppose you will have to speak to my legal team. Every time he doesn't know how to answer because he doesn't have any concrete proof, again, going back to what I said, you have to speak to my legal team. The fact that he was in the news because he had some damaged thumb. Now he's going to talk about the thumb to be such a horrible, destructive, emotional trauma placed on him by the press because they talked about his damaged, broken thumb. He doesn't consider him talking about his private and his brothers. You can talk about your private part as long as you want. You can talk about the frozen tip of it. You can talk about the unfrozen bottom part of it. You can talk about the lotion that you associate with healing it. In the same sentence that you talk about your mother, Princess Diana, using it on her lips, you can do all of that. That's not going to be traumatic to your children to hear that when they grow up. No, that's not traumatic. You can talk about your future king brother, future king and future queen, Catherine. You can talk about them and their privacy they never wanted to reveal to the public. You can talk about that, but that's not traumatic to them. That's not traumatic to their children. No, it is very traumatic that your finger, your thumb was damaged. Ow, 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 ow. This hurts so much. I cannot believe this. I mean, if you really think about a normal person, an ordinary person like me, who had just had an experience about this, I'm not even going to tell you exactly what it is, friend who happened to have had an accident. That's all I'm going to say. He is a mere mortal like I am. He was so scared with the whole thing and he was so afraid. In our ordinary life, having that huge accident will change the way that we can survive from day to day. We might not be able to go to work. We might not be able to provide for ourselves, for our family. That's a whole different thing. You are a prince, Prince Harry. I did my video before the last one. He's like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do as prince? How? How am I gonna survive this life? It's so difficult with a broken finger, with a broken finger. I'm Prince Harry, His Royal Highness, and they talked about my broken finger, and I am so emotionally distraught. Why would they do that? Why would they hack my phone, which I did not have? Oh, did I have a phone? I don't know. Can you talk to my legal team? Excuse me? No? What year was this? Oh, I didn't have a phone. Well, it doesn't matter. They bugged my room and the palace. I don't even know what I'm talking about. This is all confusing. So emotions presented by actors as characters are to be discounted. You do not play emotions. You get to the emotions because of what you're trying to achieve and you're not able to achieve. You're getting to another emotion that's going to surprise you as the actor and then the character, because you are achieving one objective, the small objective, on your path to try to achieve the overall objective. So the emotions will surprise you. They already know what the emotions are. They already come up with the emotions right here. Here are the emotions. Imagine them all in the palms of their hands. That's what they base everything on emotions, on feelings. Here, do you see how many emotions we have? Do you see how many feelings we have? Do you see? This is what you have done to me. This is what you, the press, have done to me, and the government has done to us. You have given us all these emotions. We don't know what to do with them. You know what I say, Prince Harry? I say, take these emotions, look at them. Imagine them as a bug. Imagine them as a butterfly. Can you imagine those emotions? Transform them into butterflies. What color, what beautiful wings they have. They start to take flight, and then you just go, guess what? It's been done for too long. We are so tired of complaining about so much. We are so tired of blaming everyone for our doings. We are adults. We are not children. Let's take some responsibility. Let's get rid of those heavy emotions and let's imagine them as beautiful butterflies, ready to be let go and fly freely. Are we ready to do it? Are we ready to do it? Let's do it. Oh, look how beautiful they are. Oh my God, I feel so free. I feel at liberty with myself right now. I feel like my whole body is lighter. And then you can go and you can do the relaxation or the meditation that you talk about doing so much in your therapy sessions. Then you can place your hands on your chest and you can breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. Look out for the butterflies. They've all disappeared. All of the burdens, all of the heavy traumas and distractions that you have on you are gone. I mean, my God, I'm sympathetic to these people losing one parent. I can only imagine. It could be devastating. It's horrible. But at the same time, there's so many people that went through the same difficult situations, through the same horrible tragedies. They did not have all of the privileged life that these have to be able to deal with that. Okay, so maybe the royal family, maybe King Charles did not know how to deal with him as a little boy. Who does? Any of us, any of you out there, can you say that you had the most perfect childhood, that your parents knew exactly what to do? They knew how to turn you into the most positive human being. They knew how to react to your struggles as a little child. No, we all have had traumas. We all have had difficult times, but you grow as an adult, and then through different methods, you know how to deal with them. You try to get yourself to be better. At the actor studio, it's been said when Lee Strasberg, the artistic director, was alive and he was holding sessions, if he saw that an actor was emotional and he could not get out of his emotion by the end of his work, by the end of the session, he would then say to that actor, you have to go and leave acting for a while. You have to take care of your emotional being first before you are ready to come back and play characters. You have to be healed. You cannot bring emotions to a character and not be able to know the play has ended and stop the emotion. That is what's dangerous. That is what's not good for actors. Method is amazing if well understood, but if it's wrongly understood, then it's not. So why wouldn't that apply for somebody in real life? Yeah. Talk about Princess Catherine and Prince William, future king and queen. I was looking just some time ago at the Jordanian beautiful wedding in Amman. And when they arrived, they were so regal, decent, so beautiful. I'm sure Catherine has to deal with her own struggles. The fact that Queen Camilla was able to invite more people to the coronation than Princess Catherine was allowed to. Watching the coronation, now going back to that. I don't know if you guys remember after the coronation was done and they all went to the royal balcony and they made their appearance. I remember Queen Camilla, she was so attentive in the way that she was trying to get all her side of the family, her grandchildren. I don't know exactly if they were just grandchildren, the children from her side of the family. She was so controlling. Going back to controlling, the analogy that I use with myself, that I would use my controlling behavior, my controlling issues. If I were to play an addict, I don't necessarily have to take those substances as the character to be able to understand what the character is like. Controlling, that to me, when she was pointing, getting everybody out there, she wanted so much for them to be front row on the royal balcony. So I kind of can understand all these stories that are coming out about Princess Catherine being a little bit disappointed with the fact that she wasn't able to bring as many guests to the coronation as Queen Camilla. I saw the little control in her when she was like, come on, come out. I want you to be visible to the world. Come to my side, come to my side. Come, children of the night. Going back to Transylvania, children of the night. Come, children of the night. I'm imagining now King Charles walking the Carpathian Mountains, calling out, children of the night, as Dracula. Yeah, I feel really proud, and I'm going to finish with this. So many people are talking about Transylvania. They're getting to now understand and to hear for the first time about this beautiful region, not just about the fictional story of Dracula and the castle, but about the actual region. Now with King Charles going there, I saw some YouTubers considering going there for vacation because it looks so old and remote, beautiful, innocent. Can you say that about a village? Can you say that about location, that it's innocent? No. It looks so healing. It looks like a very healing place. People are considering going there just to see what it's like. King Charles has been going there for I don't know how many years. I did not even know that. My dad had to inform me of that. He informed me of that even before it came out on all the news and people are talking about it. Even before he went back this time, his first trip as a king. Yeah, I'm really proud that I can say I am from Transylvania. My family comes from Transylvania. Ah. So emotions. Do not bring evidence as a character to be emotions and feelings. That will take that character off of the stage. That character doesn't have any practical evidence to be able to continue his or her journey throughout the entire play. Then he would never come back. He would remain backstage. Stay backstage, Prince Harry. I'm sorry. What would you like me to call you? Harry? Prince Harry? His Royal Highness? I don't know. I'm so confused. I am so confused about all of this. Why am I so confused about all of this? Thank you so much, everyone. Subscribe, like. Crazy episode. Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah.